Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Las Vegas Raiders Insider Podcast, part of Sports Illustrated's Fan Nation and associated with the Fans First Sports Network. It's great to have you guys with us today. We're talking about two big signings on the eve of training camp. I guess one big signing, one signing. The first, of course, is Marcus Peters, the multiple-time Pro Bowler. Multiple times he's led the league in interceptions returned for touchdowns. He's a playmaker. The Raiders have discussed at great detail that they were looking for a playmakers. They had to get more explosive plays. They had to get more pickups, more turnovers on their defense. And Marcus Peters certainly is one that will deliver there. Well, at least based on his track record. I mean, clearly we thought with Chandler Jones would have brought more sacks, but that is certainly what the expectation is. It's a 1-year deal. It's a prove it deal. I don't know that that's really fair to call it a prove it deal because we know what he does. But yes, it's a shorter term deal. And it obviously lends us to go back a little bit. He was here early in the year for a visit, and the Raiders wanted to tap the brakes. They wanted to wait and see a couple questions that they had about him. First of all, not about him, but about their situation. They wanted to look at some of their young guys, see what they thought, see what they were projecting towards, go back, watch films of OTAs, watch some extra film of mini camp, and just really be super analytical. And they were and found themselves wanting. Now, clearly, this is going to pop someone off the roster who we thought would make it. We'll get into that analysis a little bit later, not today, but a little bit at another time. But it's a big signing, a 1-year deal for Marcus Peters, the cornerback. Certainly expect him to come in and immediately be a starter, immediately. And you don't bring a guy like him in to sit the bench, he'll be a starter. So, again, another upgrade on the Raiders team. This is, I'm being asked if I think it's the biggest free agent signing of the offseason. I think Marcus Epps, Robert Spillane were as big, but I certainly think it's a big one. Just not bigger than Spillane, not bigger than Epps. But he's a very, very solid player. Now, if you go with 5 defensive backs who are starting, 2 corners and 3 corners and 2 safeties, you got Nate Hobbs. You've got Marcus Peters. The battle's going to be for the third one. I think right now Brandon Faison would be the leader, but there's certainly going to be a battle there. And then you go back, you got Marcus Epps, and then does Trayvon Moore get back to form? And is he the other safety? We don't know. But you clearly are seeing with several safety free agents, you've already got Epps, you've already got Faison, who was a free agent, even though he was here before. You've got Marcus Peters, and you've seen the Raiders have unequivocally upgraded their defensive backfield. Then you take a moment and switch over and take a very quick look. They also signed Isaac Rochell today. He's a defensive end going to his 7th year. Last played for the Browns. He's out of Notre Dame. He's out of Georgia, where he's from originally, but played at Notre Dame. This is a defensive end. Now, clearly, he's going to be battling if he's going to make this roster with probably a Malcolm Kuntz is a guy in that mix, and others. There's other names there. I mean, but it's going to be interesting to watch what he's able to do. We'll keep a very, very strong eye on him at camp. So 2 big signings, literally just hours before everybody's here and things get rolling. Peters, again, you may go back to when he first came several months ago. I informed you that they wanted to wait and see what they had through OTAs and minicamp. That's why he wasn't signed earlier than this. They kind of knew what the parameters of a deal would look like. They knew what he would do. He came in, he did it with his workout today, and all is handled. So the big news, Marcus Peters, the signing that, I don't know that I would call it big, but certainly significant, is Isaac Rochell out of Notre Dame. It's a big sign in for the Raiders. They had 2 more players to their roster, and one for sure that'll make it, the other that's going to battle with a good chance. Not a great chance, but he's got a good chance of making it. and Isaac Rochell. Raiders just adding bodies. Camp starts tomorrow. Here we go, everybody. Again, I'm Hondo Carpenter from Sports Illustrated's Fan Nation, Las Vegas Raiders Insider Podcast, part of the Fans First Sports Network. We'll see y'all later.